What's going on, nerds? Welcome back to Comic Book Nerd Nation, episode number 86. On Fox 2, we got Topher.
Me first. Not here to make fun of. What do I say?
I don't know.
We miss Pirate. Do we? Do we though?
Do we?
Do we?
Well, we have no intro music or anything like that, so yeah, we do.
Fuck. And we got the whole effing Brian.
Howdy.
So, episode 86, guys. I mean, that's kind of monumental. I mean, we're creeping up on 100 episodes without...
Pirate can't even count that high.
I know. And we haven't even missed a single week yet. That's the impressive part. Which, as you guys are listening to this, it's a serious task to try and get 4 people with 4 different schedules together for an hour out of the week consistently.
Just to be clear, Fox hasn't missed a week. The rest of it.
Yes.
Well, Fox can't miss a week.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Seeing as that I do the recording, yes, I am not capable of missing a week. But we've managed to come together and at the very least get 2 of us together every single week for 86 weeks in a row now, creeping up on that huge milestone of 100. I think it would be really fun. First of all, obviously, we're going to do something special when we do get there. But what I think would be fun is over the next 14 weeks or 13 weeks leading up to it, I think it'd be fun to get some feedback from some of our viewers, some of the people that really enjoy the podcast week to week, that leave comments in the comment section below. If there's something that you'd really like to see that we did, all the way back in episode number 4 or whatever it might be, leave a comment in the comment section. We read all of the comments, so it'd be interesting to see what people would like to see and hear us talk about. For
episode 4 sucked.
Episode 4 sucked.
No,
like he remembers that particular episode.
I don't even remember that one.
Yeah.
Was that the one that
I think
that was the one where I missed it, and you guys were sitting there like talking about Boba Fett and like what happens in the Star Wars expanded universe,
very well could
pulling
be.
Shit out of your ass.
It very well could be.
I'm pretty sure that's when we were still audio, I think, too.
Yeah, I don't think we had upgraded to
Video.
audio video podcasting.
Upgraded.
If you can consider this an upgraded final product. But no, in all honesty though, if you go back and listen to the first couple ones, while they are entertaining and they're enjoyable and things like that, wow, we've came a long way. Holy shit, our podcast is way better. That's pretty incredible.
There was nowhere to go but up.
I mean, basically.
Unless you're taking the roller coaster, because then you have to go down to get momentum and back up.
He would ruin that.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, Pirate's not here because he's putting a bed together, I think he said, for his girlfriend. I don't know. He had something he could...
Is that a euphemism?
No, that was literally what he told me. I wish it was way more exciting than that, but...
Okay.
Yeah, I thought I'd throw it out there and see if any jokes came back at me, but clearly we're not warmed up yet.
Yeah. I
So-
don't think there's...
All right, well, let's jump right in and talk about what we've been reading, which for me is a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, I haven't really been that motivated to read. I do want to finish Batman Long Halloween. I still haven't gotten around to that. I spent the weekend barbecuing and working around the house and everything, so it's just wasn't on the top priority list this week. Hopefully before the next podcast I can get something read and have something to talk about on that end of things. Brian, what about you?
I think the only thing I read this week was the newest issue of Justice League. I think it's 42. It's still the Dark Side War. It's getting pretty... It's really good. It's getting pretty crazy.
Jeff Johns still writing that?
Yeah, Jeff Johns is still on that. I don't know if anybody out there has been reading it, but the whole thing with Darkseid and the Anti-Monitor, and it's leading up to a war, and that dude on the chair, I forgot his name, but that new god. Well, this issue, Batman.
Metron? Isn't that his
Yes, Metron. Well, this issue, Wonder Woman pulls him off, and Batman sits on it, and he's just like glowing. Kind of looks like Tron. and he's like he doesn't believe the chair, so he's asking it questions. He's like, who killed my parents? Yes, Joe Chill, that's right. Then he goes, and he doesn't say, and it doesn't like give you an answer, but he goes, what's Joker's real identity? And he goes, no, it can't be. And that's it. I'm just like, you mean no, it can't. Is the Joker like really your brother or your father? I don't know. But, you know, that Jeff Johns does awesome with Justice League, and this storyline's awesome.
Yeah. I haven't read that. I need to pick up the last, I don't know, I'm probably 5 issues or so behind on that. It'd be that stuff like that I like reading kind of in a run too, you know, kind of like how Topher reads his stuff, where he can just kind of read until his heart is content, so to speak, and
until the X-Men are no more.
Until the stack runs out.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, I'm caught up. No.
On a completely unrelated note to anything to do with comics, have either of you ever had Not Your Father's root beer?
No.
Yes, I finally had that for like the first time a couple weeks ago.
I don't know if it's in New York. If it is, I will look for it.
It is fucking good. It tastes like
dangerously like regular root beer.
Yes.
Yeah.
5.9% alcohol, and it tastes exactly like root beer. It's delicious.
I had another kind once, like Sprecher's, a hard root beer once, and like it was decent. Like the front end tasted a lot like root beer, and then it had this almost weird, like, you know, I don't know, chemical aftertaste to it. It was like, oh, that tastes like oh nope, that totally wasn't root beer.
And now I've got the antifreeze taste to it.
Right. But that Not Your Father stuff, that's pretty good.
It's dangerously good. And you can't find it anywhere. It's always sold out at like all the grocery stores and stuff around here. I was running some errands yesterday, and the Walmart clearly had like a display built, because they had like a big ass sign about like with the price of it on there and everything, and there was like one case, like 4 6-packs left sitting on the ground under this sign that was like 5 feet in the air. So clearly there had been like a tower of this beer, and I was able to get 2 6-packs of it.
I don't believe I've set foot in a Walmart in like 10 years.
Damn. All right, Topher.
I just get them from my buddy's fridge.
Tell us about the X-Men.
You've been saying that like every week for like 2 months, and I haven't been reading any X-Men for like 2 months.
Well, then goddammit, tell us about some X-Men.
So this time, you're right. I did read X-Men, but that doesn't mean you can like be just reading X-Men. So anyway, that was the ringtone on my phone for a long time. I just love when they hit the bell. They're like dong.
That fucking show was amazing.
Who doesn't love a good dong?
I would love to buy that.
That came out wrong.
Yeah, it
did. I would love to buy the like collected edition, like all of the X-Men cartoon from the 90s.
It really was a great show.
Oh, it was fantastic. That's probably my fondest memories of the X-Men, honestly.
Oh hell yeah! Like that was what got me into comic books.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
show.
Me as well.
So sure. I mean, I will always love that show. Like I remember after watching Days of Future Past, the movie came out. What was that, last year already? God, I don't fucking know. Time goes so fast. I remember I went home and I watched the 2 episodes of the old cartoon that were the Days of Future Past storyline, and I'm like, it's still good.
The other thing I saw when I picked up the Not Your Father's root beer at Walmart, the other thing that I saw as I was passing through was the, I believe, 1990s, early 90s Captain America movie.
Oh God, they actually sell that?
I don't think I've ever actually seen that one.
And they had it on the shelf, like probably 6 or 7 copies of it, selling it for like $3.49 or something like that.
Wow.
Per copy. almost tempted to just buy 4 copies of it so I could give you each a copy and we could like watch it and talk about it.
I've never seen it.
I haven't either, but just looking at the pictures on the back of it were holy
It looks like it's
shit.
terrible.
If you just Google that movie, I'm sure it will come up with, like, on the back it had him in his outfit, which was just awful. I mean, just terrible. I mean, it looked like it was basically screen printed spandex, like onesie, and then like a spandex mask. But in this scene, I guess he was on his motorcycle, his Captain America motorcycle.
So he had the helmet on.
And he had a fucking helmet on over the mask.
I've seen the picture
It was
of
the
that.
same color as the helmet, so he looked like a giant fucking egghead. It was just, it's like, I definitely think that if you're gonna ride a motorcycle, you should wear a helmet. Yes, absolutely. This is a fucking movie. Like, take the helmet off. Like, take the helmet off. You don't even the motorcycle doesn't even need to be moving in order to get the shot. Like, most of the time, the motorcycle is on a trailer sitting stationary, and then the trailer is driving. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why did you feel the need to put this big bulbous fucking helmet on? I don't know. It's really funny. I was like this close. I was like, fuck, I should just buy this for them. But I didn't end up picking it up. So, okay, Topher, back to you. Sorry, totally hijacked your shit there.
Right. So, let's see here. I read a while back. I mentioned that I had been reading like all the different X-Men series, and I read a few more issues of Bendis' all new X-Men, where some portal. They find some new mutant who opens up a portal to the Ultimate Universe and sends Jean Grey there, and she meets Miles Morales, and all the X-Men kind of get sent. All the young X-Men get sent all over. I haven't finished that story arc yet, but I've been really enjoying both of Bendis' X-Men series. So I guess he's done writing them now with Secret Wars, and there will be somebody else doing them, and I think Bendis is going to be writing Iron Man now going forward. Yeah. So hopefully that'll be good. But yeah, there's still like one issue of Uncanny X-Men left. It's supposed to be like the number 600 issue. They go back to the original numbering that was supposed to come out before Secret Wars, and then they decided to delay it. They're not releasing it till fall or something. So I have till then to catch up and still be technically current. But then I mentioned when I was reading those, the Bendis's were really good, but there was the just the regular X-Men title that was like the all-female team, and that one it wasn't as good. Every time I would read it, I'd be like, oh, I don't like the way they characterize Storm in this. Like, this feud they've got going between her and Rachel Grey over which one of them is going to be the leader is just stupid and pedantic. I don't like how they're writing these characters. Like, it was the X-Men book that I didn't ever want to read. I'd be like so far behind on that one because I'd read all the other ones and get really far ahead and then go back to that one and be like, I guess I should catch up on that one. Oh, but it's just so bad. Well, whoever was writing it before, I'm going to get the author wrong, so I'm not even going to try it. Issue 18 started a new arc with Mark Guggenheim as the writer, and it was way better. Like, this was actually a really good arc. Basically, they the Shi'ar come back and and Deathbird turns up at the peak, and the X-Men go out there, find out what's going on with that, and they find out that like some secret society is doing some experiments where they're genetically combining the Brood and Skrulls, and it ends up being pretty cool because there's this side plot running where the Shi'ar that they have to work with end up being complicit in the murder of you know, Rachel Gray's entire family, and so it's like her coming to grips with, you know, with that, and some flashbacks to some older X-Men stuff, and it was a really well done story. I really appreciated this one. Like, it was way better than that series has been. I guess he's only doing that one story arc, and then G. Willow Wilson has taken over for him as writer after that arc. Which, I don't know, this is probably still about 6 months ago, but she's the writer who does Ms. Marvel, the new Ms. Marvel series. So those will probably be really good too. I then, let's see here. I read the first issue of Rocket Raccoon's solo series. Have either of you guys been reading that at all?
No.
It was pretty good, actually. I mean, it's much more like a fun side story kind of thing. I mean, there's nothing like, you know, serious plot details, but it's written and drawn by Scotty Young, and it's pretty. I only read the first issue so far, but it was pretty fun. It was way better than the Legendary Star-Lord solo series, which felt really heavy-handed and forced and like trying way too hard to be cool when it wasn't. Rocket Raccoon just seems a lot more fun. So that one was pretty
Nobody
cool.
likes it when it's forced.
Yeah. No means no.
Does 37
then,
no's and then a yes still mean yes?
If you step to your right and say no, and you step to your right and say yes. Oh wait, I fucked that up. Never mind.
That was the worst joke ever.
I don't even know what you're
That
going
was-
for on that one.
I'm just leaving you on camera right now, just to shame you, just to shame you for that horrible joke. That now takes the place of Rock Lobster as the worst joke ever told on.
I don't even know what joke he was trying to make.
I don't
I
either.
don't. I
I
don't
don't
even.
think he does it either. That
Um,
just failed at conception.
Like an abortion
Oh,
morning after pill.
yeah.
Anyway, the other thing I've been
So
reading
back
is
to the lighthearted stuff.
I read like the first dozen issues of the Cyclops solo series. When I first saw this series come out, I was like, oh, cool, a solo series about Cyclops. Like, that could be interesting. He's doing the whole, you know, mutant revolution thing. Like, this will be really interesting. And then I started reading it a while back, and I realized, wait, that's the wrong Cyclops. After, oh, hell, what event was that? The Trial of Jean Grey? Like, there was a crossover they did between All New X-Men and Guardians of the Galaxy, where the Shi'ar find out that Jean Grey is, you know, that there's a Jean Grey that's alive, even though it's not really the same one from the same timeline who's actually done anything wrong yet. But you know, they're still terrified of the whole Phoenix thing, and, you know, reference aforementioned conversation with Rachel Grey and killing her entire family to prevent the Phoenix from manifesting in someone with the Grey bloodline. They kidnap Jean Grey and take her out, and the X-Men have to go into space to go try and rescue her, and it was a pretty cool little crossover. But spinning out of that, like, the Starjammers became involved. They pretty much always do whenever the Shi'ar are involved, and Cyclops meets young Cyclops meets Corsair of the Starjammers. And at one point, they refer to him as Captain Summers, and he's like, wait, what? And he realizes, oh, shit, that's my dad, because young Cyclops still thinks that his dad died in the plane crash that where his power is activated. So young Cyclops decides, you know what? All that stuff I said about sticking together as a team, and, you know, we got to find a way back and figure out how to make this right. Screw it, I'm going on a space sabbatical with my dad. So this solo series is all about young Cyclops and Corsair just flying around the galaxy, doing random shit, and being space pirates basically together. And it's actually been really good. It's written by Greg Rucka. And the story was really cool. They got marooned on a planet. You know, they had some really cool, like, father-son moments. They, you know, people are dying, and all kinds of shit going on. It's been fun. It's been serious at times. It's a good story. I so far I've really been digging that. I think that series only I think it ends like just a couple more issues yet that I haven't read, like around Black Vortex, which I hear is really good. So I'm trying to get to that, and I'll let you know all about that when I read that one on my quest to finally catch up. It'll never happen.
I didn't notice until now, but Chris is wearing a fucking X-Men shirt.
Yes,
I am wearing an X-Men shirt, a fucking X-Men shirt, and I'm drinking from my fucking X-Men water bottle.
Oh, too bad I didn't throw on my Xavier School
while I hold my
student shirt.
X-Men comic. I have an X-Men hoodie, my Xavier's hoodie, and well. Here, now I'm wearing my X-Men hat with it.
Wow.
He's all set for school.
Yep. Classes in session.
He's got to learn how to be gifted.
All right. So let's shift gears and let's move over to the news. There's a boatload of stuff still. 1 week out of Comic-Con. Last week, all we did was talk movie trailers. That was it, because we had a lot to say about them. There was some big stuff dropped at the San Diego Comic-Con. There's still been a boatload more dropped from San Diego Comic-Con, and in the days since San Diego Comic-Con, a lot has been dropped. So we've got a lot to talk about. Let's jump right in. First of all, I don't know if you guys have heard about this or not, but reportedly there is a Xena Warrior Princess reboot in the works at NBC. How do you feel about that?
Is she gonna still have that battle cry? La, 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 la.
I don't know, but I feel like we have covered. I feel like we have covered the Xena battle cry in the past. That brings back memories.
Who's playing Xena?
They haven't said yet.
I saw that Lucy Lawless is like, I want to play Xena again. I want to play Xena.
Supposedly she is going to be involved, but it's not confirmed like what capacity she's going to be involved to.
I mean, Xena was a good show, but unfortunately, anytime like major networks get their hands on like any kind of sci-fi or fantasy
something that
TV
was good.
series, they either ruin it or they cancel it like halfway through the season. So like it's hard to get too excited about anything that's comic or fantasy or sci-fi related on a major network, because it's probably not going to be around long enough to appreciate it.
Are you underly trying to talk about Agents of Shit?
I forgot that's on a major network, but I mean, its ratings haven't even been that great. I still enjoy that show. If it wasn't Marvel, I probably wouldn't watch it.
I might go ahead and watch it now that it's on. Like, there's like I think there's 2 seasons on Netflix. I might start at the beginning and try to watch it.
The second season got a lot better. I thought the second half of the second season was really good.
So you have to wait. You have to wait through like fucking 40 episodes to get to a good one.
No, I mean, it started off, the very first episode was really good. It kind of slacked there for a while. The Thor Dark World tie-in was terrible. When it started tying in with Winter Soldier, it was the end of season 1 was great. Season 2 started off okay, kind of slumped a little bit, got a little slow, but then they went on break for Agent Carter at the mid-season point, and then everything since they came back has been pretty damn good. So I like the show. It's good. It's no Flash or Arrow, but it's still better than a lot of shit I've seen before. But I mean, again, it's Marvel, and it's on ABC, which is owned by Disney. So of course they're gonna. It's in their own best interest to keep airing that one. Like, so that one doesn't necessarily fit the pattern of major networks, gambling on somebody else's shit,
Right.
Of course, Gotham on Fox, I guess, is also
pretty
one to
awful.
consider there, but
Yeah,
I still haven't gotten around to watching it, because I keep hearing it's not that great.
I watched like the first episode or 2 and just was like, so not interested that I just couldn't watch it. And then I've heard nothing but bad reviews pretty much from everybody I know about it. So it's like, well, why the fuck would I waste, if I can't find time to read comics, why would I watch a shitty TV show about a comic?
Yeah.
Right.
Like that's kind of how I rationalize it in my head. But okay, so this next story, there was no fucking way that this was going to escape without us talking about it. Like, absolutely no possible way that I could let this slide under the radar and us not at least discuss this. Okay? Have you guys seen the photo shoot for Amy Schumer for GQ magazine?
Just one of the passes on news.
Oh,
feed.
with the slave Leia
Okay, so
outfit, and then
Disney
it's the
and
shots from the
Lucasfilm-
inside where she's like in bed with R2D2 and
Yes.
C3PO.
Disney and Lucasfilm are very upset
Fantastic.
with Amy Schumer and GQ right now. I would not be surprised if there is a lawsuit. They did a photo shoot with Amy
It's
Schumer,
fair use.
who is
Parody.
she's a comedian. For GQ magazine, they did a picture. It's 2 pictures. There might be more. I've only seen 2. One, she's wearing the slave Leia outfit, and she's holding a lightsaber and sucking on it like it's a dick. I mean,
Okay, I haven't seen that
like
one.
blatantly,
I've
like
seen that
it's like poking on the inside of her cheek, and like, I mean, she's just like slobbing on the knob. The second one, she's topless and like her hair is covering her, and she's smoking a cigarette, and she's in bed with C3PO and R2D2, and like I think R2D2 has like or C3PO is holding like a can of oil or something like that, and it's
I think one too.
it's pretty goddamn hilarious, first of all. But apparently Lucasfilm and Disney didn't find it quite as enjoyable as most people have.
I didn't know they got pissed off. I didn't know they weren't involved.
Yeah, no, they didn't. They did not even approve these. They said it's unapproved and inappropriate.
Oh, that's great.
What-
Of course, it's inappropriate. It's supposed to be inappropriate.
That's what makes it funny.
And of course Disney's gonna say that because
Well, yeah,
It's-
I can see Disney saying it, but I don't like Lucasfilm. Like, man, let it slide. Like that's publicity for your movie. Like,
but that shit's all Disney now.
yep, that's it. That's totally it. Like the cutting edge stuff is going away for sure.
Whatever the head of Walt Disney says goes.
That's it. So I don't know. Did have you guys seen these photos?
Yeah, I've seen the ones you've referenced.
I saw the bed one, and I saw the cover shot with C-3PO's finger in her mouth. I didn't see the lightsaber one.
You haven't seen the lightsaber one.
No, I'm looking for it now.
Oh
But
man.
I mean, it's funny. Like
It's
let
all
me-
in good.
Let me see
taste.
if I can send this to you really quick.
They're not
Just
saying
so
why.
you can, just so you can see it while we're on. I want to get a live reaction here. Hang on. Let's. There you go. Okay, I just sent that over to you. You should be able to. And right here's the tweets from Star Wars at Star Wars. It's Lucasfilm and Disney didn't approve, participate in, or condone the inappropriate use of our characters in this manner.
it's parody. It's covered under fair use. They're allowed to do it.
It's just like what was the parody movie? What was the parody movie that had Mel Brooks? Was it that was in it? And
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs, yeah, just like Spaceballs. Clearly,
Well, Spaceballs was awesome.
oh, I fucking love that movie. I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. Did you see the Did you see the picture that I'm talking about, Topher?
Great. That's great.
Is that not hilarious? I think she just bought herself a boatload of publicity. Like her stock is she's going to be a superstar. I don't know if you guys have you ever seen any of her stand-up comedy?
No.
I've seen clips from her TV show, and it's pretty.
No. Go
it's pretty
when
hilarious.
if you get a chance, find here's the picture right there of her choking down that big meaty throbbing lightsaber. if you get a chance, seriously, anybody that enjoys this podcast and our style of humor and the things that we are willing to joke about, which is obviously, you know, we're a little closer to the line of inappropriate. Sometimes we're way over it, but she definitely has that very raunchy sense of humor, and she is fucking hilarious. Her stand-up comedy stuff is hysterical. I would highly, highly recommend anybody listening to this, or especially you guys. I know both of you would absolutely. I mean, your stomach will literally be hurting by the end of the show because it's so funny. I would highly recommend you find it and watch the whole thing. So yeah, there was no way that I wasn't bringing that up because it's just too goddamn. It's just too priceless.
I like it.
I thought you would appreciate that. Here's some big news, I feel like. Michael Cera. You guys are familiar with him, right? From Superbad? The kind of goofy,
and Arrested Development
kid. He has been cast as Robin.
Robin. Like
animated.
Batman's Robin. But not
what?
Not for the Batman v Superman movie. Not for Suicide Squad or anything like that. He's been cast as Robin in the upcoming Lego Batman film.
Oh.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I could buy that. Oh, well, fuck that.
No, I mean, I don't know. When you say he's cast as Robin...
Explain your negative reaction there.
Because you set it up like it wasn't a negative reaction. It was like I
buried the lead a little bit.
It was a misleading announcement. You know, you say cast as Robin, like I'm picturing like a live action thing. Like he's doing the voice along Will Arnett's Batman. You know, just like if you said Will Arnett is the new Batman, everybody would be like, wait, what? In the Lego movie as his voice. Oh, okay. You know, like what? Okay, sure, whatever. Like.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I like it. I think it'll be neat.
No, I mean, I think he'll do a fine job, and I think for the Lego movie it's perfect, but the way you announced it was like, wait, what? Him as Robin? Like, I don't see it. He's not exactly, like, you know, an acrobatic physical actor. Like, how's he going to do that? And then you're like, voice acting for the Lego movie. It's like, oh, that's completely different.
Well, whatever. Brian, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Fuck both.
I mean, I probably won't watch it, but
I still haven't seen the first Lego movie. I heard it was really good. I just haven't gotten to watch it.
I want to
I haven't either.
I want to shoot myself in the head, hearing everything is awesome constantly.
I don't know where he's going with that.
No, I'm telling you why I didn't like the first one. He said he hasn't watched it. I said I've seen it. And that song, that's the song they sing in that movie.
Oh, okay.
It makes me want to shoot myself.
Wow. That's pretty serious.
Somebody
call the Joker. I want to be clubbed everywhere with a crowbar.
I like how you're all like, what do you guys think of that? It's whatever. Yeah. Okay, you're not reacting much. Like, all right, I guess you guys don't care. What do you think? Oh, I don't know. I never even saw the first one. Fuck you.
Okay. I know that Topher will think this is cool. I'm pretty sure Brian will agree.
Fucking
Hot
hate
Toys.
it.
Are you familiar with the brand Hot Toys? They have like the ultra realistic.
Yeah,
like
those things
statues.
are awesome if they weren't like $500.
They're extremely expensive. It's like $400 or $500 for a Batman, Dark Knight, like Batman, Christian Bale.
Holy shit!
They're badass.
So I just googled Hot Toys, and I'm pretty sure I just found the article you're about to talk about.
Okay, yeah, okay. Don't spoil that, but
I want one.
So these things
I need
are
a second
like
garage so I can get two of them.
Ultra realistic. They're super fucking cool. I would love to have a Batman one. They've got a bunch. They've got like Superman. I think there's a Harley Quinn. There's a Joker. There's a whole ton of them.
Oh yeah, I saw that this morning.
They're releasing a 1/6 scale Millennium Falcon. Now, for those of you who aren't math wizards and can't just crunch the fucking numbers in your head instantaneously. What that equates to is an 18-foot long, 12-foot wide Millennium Falcon with every single detail.
Right, because the part that you wouldn't get would be the math of dividing by 6. You all, of course, should already know the original.
How long is the original?
I don't know. That's my point.
Well, then now divide I don't know by 6.
As long as my dick.
Right,
I rest my case, motherfucker.
No, but you said for those of you who aren't good at math, it's like, okay, I don't think it's the math that people have a problem with. I don't think anybody knows the dimensions of the original fucking Millennium Falcon.
I think we're going to start a new thing on this podcast where when somebody's running their mouth too much, if everybody else raises their hand, then that person has to stop talking and apologize.
You know how the whole episode would be apologies because we do it to each other.
Yeah, I know. That would get really boring really quickly.
Oh, so we have the news. I'm sorry. Today, Fox let out. I'm sorry.
So, but anyway, no. Let's talk about for real. Let's talk about this Millennium Falcon. This thing is going to be fucking ridiculous.
It's going to be expensive,
yeah,
but
how much is that going to cost?
Know how everybody saw it and everybody was just like, "I want that. I don't give a shit. The baby's going out in the garage.
That's
I
going to be
want
like
that."
$4,000.
I know but
that's it.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, if you think about it, a Batman figurine that is ever so slightly larger than my bottle of beer is like $400.
Yeah.
You're talking about.
It's got to be worth more than $4,000.
Yeah, that's like.
If it's $4,000, I'd be really surprised.
Who
that sounds
the fuck
low.
is buying this other than
and how do you get it
museums?
How do you get it delivered to your house? I mean, does it come in pieces? Does it come whole?
Where do you buy it from?
Does a real Millennium Falcon drop out of the sky, the hatch opens, and your bot comes out, and it flies back up to a galaxy far, far away?
Okay, so do you think that like the big comic book, the big famous comic book stores like Mile High Comics and Jay and Bob's Secret Stash and all those like really, really high end, well known comic book stores, do you think they'll buy one of these motherfuckers just to have it in the store? I'm gonna say no.
Anything
no.
that has an online store that has
it's gonna take up too much real estate. You can't keep that in a fucking store.
It's unrealistic, but it's real.
Unless you're hanging it from the ceiling, like if you had like vaulted ceilings and you hung the motherfucker.
You have to, because otherwise it takes up way too much real estate. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
You triple your rent just trying to get a place big enough for it.
Right, exactly. I mean, our local comic book store, for example, this thing would take up 50% of the fucking store. Maybe not 50%, but a third for sure. I mean, wouldn't you say, Topher?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not.
If you go back and Brian, if you were to go back and look at our free comic book day,
no, it'd take up so much space.
It would take up a huge section of that store that we were recording in, and it's just like, while the idea is cool, I would like to see something small, a much smaller version of it.
It'd probably take up about like a sixth of the space that like the real Millennium Falcon would take up.
Yeah.
We'll do the math on that. How much space is that?
Yeah, I don't know. I need Fox to help me with that one.
36 feet?
Yeah, probably.
I fucking hate Topher. Goddamn assholes. All my friends are assholes. There's got to be somebody out there in internet land that wants to be my friend that's not a total dickhead. Has to be. Because all my friends are dicks.
I'm an asshole, but I'm not 100% a dick.
Oh, you sound like you're getting ready to launch into the fucking Team America speech.
No,
Dicks
that's from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, okay. I thought you were getting ready to go into the like dicks fuck assholes, but
no.
That speech was classic.
Dicks fuck assholes, but assholes don't fuck dick.
That was okay.
Neither of you got it. No,
another fucking.
No, I knew it was Guardians, but
it was in dicks fuck pussies, but sometimes dicks fuck assholes too. but whatever.
Wow. Assholes just shit all
Accuracy
over
has never
Christmas.
really been like
We're
important to us.
we're just a bunch of dead jokes today.
Yeah, we are. Worst podcast ever. That's
Starting to pop in.
just as I was saying that we were doing well. Brian, you were talking about before we started recording, you were talking about a new weekly Batman and Robin Eternal that's starting this fall.
This fall they're doing another weekly but only 6 months, not for a year where you're buying like.
I was just gonna say because we're not broke enough after the last one.
I smell
Yeah.
gimmick. I
It's
smell
like-
gimmick.
Well, they did two at the same time, if you remember.
Batman and Robin Eternal. Are you fucking kidding me?
And it's not even. There's no Batman in it. It's something that
What?
happened in the past
Wait,
when
what?
Dick Grayson.
Hold the
Yeah,
fuck
it's
on. So it's
something-
not even Batman's not even involved. So they're just borrowing the title of a successful year-long weekly money drain.
Dude, so many people bought this shit and put it out every week. Let's do it again.
Yeah,
I don't know the exact details on it, but
Fuck.
it's both something that happened to Dick Grayson and Batman in the past has popped up, and now it's like Dick and Dick. It's now Dick and the supporting cast of Batman has to figure whatever this shit's going on.
I don't like it. I don't like it. It doesn't feel like it was planned. I feel like if that was something that was like long-term planned for, it would have been announced before the end of Batman Eternal. Seeing that it basically is borrowing the title from that series, I think this is a knee-jerk reaction that they, towards the end, they saw how well Batman Eternal did financially, how good the story was. Batman Eternal did well financially because the story was good.
Yeah.
That's why it did well. I think this is a knee-jerk reaction by DC Comics to, in reaction to how Divergence and all that stuff went, which was not as popular as what they had going on with like the Batman Eternal stuff, and say, fuck, let's go back to this. How can we go back to that? And then they just kind of throw it in there, Batman and Robin Eternal. I'm not buying it. It just doesn't seem like something that was, at least at first glance, it doesn't seem like something that was really planned for and well thought out, which clearly Batman Eternal was well thought out far in advance. There's no way that they could have told a story that complex over that period of time, that length of time, including that many characters, and just made it up as they went. They clearly had like a storyline sketched out and then just kind of filled it in as they went through. Whereas this,
How do you know they don't?
I mean, maybe they do. Maybe they do. But I'm just saying, I feel like if you're going to do a Batman and Robin Eternal, the best possible time to advertise that is the last couple weeks of your weekly series of Batman Eternal. That is the people that you're marketing to. Those are the people that you want to pick up this new book. So why would you just wait 5 months or 4 months or whatever it's been since Batman Eternal ended, and then just all of a sudden, oh, by the way, we're doing this Batman and Robin Eternal?
Well,
I'm
not
gonna
sure
still
I follow
read-
your
I mean-
logic. I don't know that it was a knee-jerk reaction. It's been months since Batman Eternal ended. If they saw how well it did, even if they decided, well, shit, we can capitalize off of that. If we make another Eternal title that has Batman somewhere in the name, then people
I'm
will probably
saying
buy it.
I'm
Sure,
saying
but-
it's a knee-jerk reaction to how poorly Convergence and Divergence have done. It's
I don't know that they ever. I mean, in retrospect, I think it's pretty obvious that they didn't mean for Convergence to be like this huge, big fucking thing. Like, I think it was just something they're like,
fucking failure.
well, yeah, I would agree, but at the same time, I think it was more of a we're going to be moving offices. Like, we'll come up with an event that sounds a lot like what Marvel's doing, and we'll try and use that fact because Marvel's going to be like fucking advertising the shit out of their stuff. So let's ride on their coattails and put out something similar so that people who are excited about all of this Marvel advertising for Secret Wars will buy ours to compare it to. And sure, it'll stack up shittily in comparison, but hey, everybody will buy shit.
Yeah, let's put it
mean-
this way. I got an eBay order today, and it came. They just threw in a free issue of Convergence.
Yeah, because
That's how shitty it
yeah,
is.
because they can't fucking get rid of that shit because it's garbage. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel sorry for comic book stores like ours. You go there and
It's empty.
the one
And
by us, like they've got an entire shelf, like several racks, just covered in all these issues of Convergence. You know, all the spin-off titles and everything. It's like you're gonna have a lot of trouble getting rid of those. You know.
The recycler will take them.
Mm.
Batman, Ninja Turtles crossover.
I'm reading
I'm,
that.
Topher,
I'm so
go.
excited. I'm
Yeah.
so excited about that. Like you're probably well. I don't know. You might be excited about it too. But if you don't call this a gimmick, then like
No, I see.
then
To me,
invalidates
I don't see.
it invalidates every other
Oh,
gimmick you've
I don't
ever
think
talked
I don't. But
about.
see, I don't see this as a gimmick because they're not trying to sell this as legitimacy. This is just fun. This is just something that's so far outside of the norm that it's clearly done just for entertainment, just because there's people like us that are like, fuck, that would be awesome. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if they had fucking He-Man and fucking Transformers in a crossover. You know what
That'd
I mean?
be some gay shit right there.
Well, whatever. I mean, you know what I'm saying though. Like the whole Convergence thing clearly was a gimmick because it was sold as, you know, it was sold under a false bill of goods, is what, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
This
No, I
is
see
just
what you're
being
saying.
sold at face value. What is it? It's fucking Batman and the Ninja Turtles in a book together. That's
It's gonna
all
be
this
awesome.
is.
Like I'm
It is-
so looking forward to
I
this. Like
fucking
I
awesome.
love the Ninja Turtles. I love Batman. Putting the two of them together, like it weirdly works. Like it just
It's gonna
seems like
be
a
awesome.
natural
It
fit.
has the easiest premise ever. Krang teleports Shredder and the Ninja Turtles to a different dimension. They wind up in Gotham City and they meet Batman. And before they can get back, they have to take on fucking Batman's Rogue Gallery. I mean, like,
It's
fucking
gonna be awesome. Like there's no part of that I didn't like.
No, I'm more excited about this than I am about 95% of what's happening in comic books today. But the reason that I don't see this as a gimmick, like I said, is it's just face value. It is what it is. It's no more. It's not. They're not claiming that this is going to have some lasting repercussions within the Batman universe, or it's going to forever change who we know as the Ninja Turtles, or anything crazy like that. It's
It's
just
just
a for
Bat
fun.
Turtles.
it's just weird to hear you talk about something that isn't out yet, that you haven't read yet, and not shit all over it.
I know. It's been a while. I
Because
admittedly,
everything
it's
you
been
see
a
coming,
while.
oh, it's gonna suck. Like you're getting about as bad as Brian with his DC
I know.
movies. Like
Fuck
every
DC
comic book you look at, oh, it's gonna be terrible. I'm not buying it. This is gonna be shit. This is a knee-jerk reaction. They're just trying to sell it. It's a gimmick. You're like every.
I don't
single thing
disagree with you.
you
It's been
shit
a
on,
while since
so,
I've been
like,
excited
it's-
about something.
that's-
So
That's cool. That
Wow.
there's
Yeah,
something
at least he has a
actually
clean
that,
colon.
no,
gets Fox
it's
excited.
it's refreshing to be excited about something in comic books because I have had a lot of trouble finding new comics to read. I've had to go back and buy, you know, some of I think the last new book that I was excited about was the Batman Earth 1 Volume 2, which was fucking incredible. But
That's all
since
too bad.
then, I haven't read a single new comic book. I went back and bought Superman Earth 1, Volume 1. I went back and bought Batman Long Halloween and Rise of the Third Army for Green Lantern stuff. And I've been kind of picking through those, but I haven't read any new stuff because I'm just not. I'm honestly, I'm just not excited about the stuff.
Yeah, there's
just-
few books that are really good.
I'm not going to waste
nowadays.
my time reading shit that I'm not excited about. That's just how it is. But this sounds good. It sounds fun. It sounds lighthearted. It's two things that growing up I always enjoyed. You know, I loved Batman. I loved all the Batman cartoons that I watched growing up. I loved Ninja Turtles cartoons, Ninja Turtles arcade game, all that shit were like, those were staples of my childhood. And now they're going to take them and make a giant fucking comic book character peanut butter jelly sandwich out of that shit, and it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be fun.
Who's your favorite Ninja Turtle?
I would go with Leonardo. Was always my favorite.
That doesn't surprise me. It does not surprise me.
Really?
Fucking anal retentive guy who always feels he needs to be in charge.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm gonna put you
And
at
Leonardo
Donatello.
was too.
Was Leonardo your favorite as well?
No, yeah, Donatello was totally mine when I was a kid. Although it was a toss-up, because sometimes I really liked Raphael too, because he was a sarcastic asshole, and I love that about him.
That seems about right.
Yeah.
If the shoe fits.
What was yours, Brian?
Michelangelo.
I knew it. I was gonna call it. I knew it. There it is. That's
nice.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm excited. That's something I will absolutely check out this fall. That's going to be fun. The last thing that I want to talk about today, we speculated a little bit last week, but since then it has been released. They've had a cover of, I think, Entertainment Weekly, Apocalypse in the movie, in the next X-Men movie.
Yeah.
It's fucking awful.
The internet was right. He looks like Ivan Ooze.
Yes. Those are the best pictures that... I mean, that's the best thing on the internet right now, is the comparison between, like, Thanos. Like, I've seen some with, like, Thanos from the comics and Thanos in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it's like, fucking nailed it. And then it shows, like... it shows Apocalypse in the comic books, and it shows this douche hole, and then it's like, the fuck, and then it has a picture of Ivan Ooze, and I swear to you, it looks like they just straight reused the fucking mask. Like, the color is the same, the facial structure is pretty much the same. Like,
as who?
Ivan Ooze from the Power Rangers movie.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Just Google that shit real quick. Just type in.
I thought it looked like
Apocalypse Ivan Ooze.
I thought it looked like he looks like Ronan the Accuser from Guardians of the Galaxy, dressed up like Darth Vader for Halloween.
No, this will blow. If you think those two look the same, this will blow your fucking mind when you see the picture. Or just Google Ivan Ooze.
I don't even know what you're saying.
Ivan, I-V-A-N, space
Ivan, like
O-O-Z-E. Ivan Ooze.
Ivan Ooze. Okay. It sounded like you kept saying Ivan Ooze.
No, if you...
Right.
He looks... I mean, it's fairly convincing.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Am I?
All right.
You see what you see what I'm saying? Like, obviously, the Ivan Ooze has like some extra stuff on the outside of his head, like some horn-looking shit. But in all honesty, like the face underneath, where the wrinkles are, how the nose is, the general facial structure with the eyebrows and everything, is pretty fucking close to this. I mean, if you were to take that mask, change it to a light blue color, and shave the horns off of it, you would basically have fucking Apocalypse from this new movie. They stole a character from fucking Power Rangers. That's how seriously they're taking this X-Men movie. That is a fucking fail.
I just saw another picture where they took it and they
like
put a filter over it, and they put Apocalypse Rain on it, and then they shot Prince into it, like the Purple Rain.
Oh shit. Yeah, the memes that are going around about this right now are just fucking spectacular. But it's
they dug into this.
Oh god, it's such a bad version. I mean, this is right. This is not as bad as Galactus Cloud, but this is getting there. I mean, this is a really poor take on a character that deserves a lot more. I mean, I'm not even a big X-Men fan, but a character of this caliber, I mean, that'd be like them taking fucking Thanos and making him look like a fucking blue Oompa Loompa or some shit. You know? Like, you're not going to do that. Why? Because the character demands respect. So you try to make him look like he does in the... I don't understand why they had such a problem with it. The rest of the characters that they've released, the set photos, look pretty fucking good. Like, all the other characters that I've seen, at least, they look pretty dead nuts on. And the previous
Olivia
X-Men
Munn
movies,
Psylocke looks fantastic.
Yeah.
right? And I mean, fucking...
The Storm
Wolverine's
looks
always
pretty
been dead
decent,
on.
too. Wolverine has been great.
Magneto has always been
new
great.
Magneto costume, maybe a little questionable, but
Yeah.
overall I like it.
I think that's supposed to be more of his like Four Horsemen costume.
Mystique has been great.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
as
don't
well
know.
as they've done on
Well-
paying homage on all the other characters that are big characters, like, how do you get so close on things like Wolverine and Sabretooth and Magneto and Professor X and Cyclops, and then just fucking completely, like, just not even in the same ballpark as what Apocalypse should look like?
Well, Magneto can just move the ballpark.
I mean, fair enough. Well done, sir. Well done, sir.
Gotcha there.
You got
Well,
me
remember, I mean, what about Quicksilver? Quicksilver, when they released photos of him before
Yes.
Days of Future Past, everybody was like, "What are you doing? What? Who the
Yes.
fuck is that?"
Yeah,
His
also
costume
the-
was still terrible, but he was a good part in the movie.
I mean, I'm not.
So
I'm
not
not
every
gonna
costume has been
I'm
spot
not going
on.
to sit
but
here and say that I'm a fan of that, because I'm not, and I don't think that was spot on.
Honestly.
But
I didn't care for Ronan the Accuser in Guardians of the Galaxy. I
Yeah,
thought he
he-
looked like shit.
Yeah,
But-
his was a little weak.
okay, yeah, but well,
But still, like Apocalypse. I mean, really, how
But
do you
it's
get
fucking
an old?
Apocalypse.
It's
Part of
an
the thing he
old
does is
guy.
changing his size and bulking up. Like that's what he does.
So he's
dude
gonna get
doesn't
a
look
giant old
intimidating
guy.
at all.
Walking
What about
around
the
like that.
signature mouth fucking shit?
He looks like
Yeah,
a
seriously, you
fucking
gotta have those
geriatric.
fucking mouth lines.
He looks geriatric as fuck. He doesn't look.
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't look intimidating at all. Like,
I feel that makes me feel like exactly the same way the Jesse Eisenberg Lex Luthor feels.
Yeah.
yeah. I would say.
Yeah.
I almost like the fucking Kurt Cobain look on fucking Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor better than this.
I mean, Apocalypse is my favorite X-Men villain, and I was disappointed.
I imagine so.
Yeah.
It's just not good, and it's clearly what they're going for. I mean that's what they're going with. I mean, it's not it's not going to change. Like, there's no way. So I don't know. We'll just have to wait and
All
see.
to the mouth and face.
Hopefully the quality of the
late to
movie.
change it.
Yeah, right. Exactly. After you've already released it on the cover of Entertainment Weekly.
I
It's a
mean,
little late.
part of the
They have time. They could, but I don't know how
Well,
much
No,
they've
they won't
actually
now.
done.
There's no
they
fucking
would
way.
have to CG him completely out. They've already filmed most of the movie.
Yeah,
Just CG his face.
there's no way.
See, but it's not just that. Like, they would have to. You'd need bulk. Like, you'd have to. It wouldn't just
Yeah.
be where he's standing. It would need to be like everything around him.
Everything
like
around him
to
would
grow.
have to change. The suit would have to change.
Yeah,
like, it's just.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're not going to change it. It's that is.
No,
what
I mean
it
they're not
is.
going to change it. See, by the same token, though, like Apocalypse, like we all love Apocalypse, but we grew up during the age of Apocalypse, literally and figuratively. You know, like Apocalypse was very much a '90s villain. You know, like he looked like a '90s villain. You know, like it's a little harder to make that work in
Yeah, but
in a movie.
Hold on,
I mean,
I'm gonna send you
Wolverine
guys.
looks like a fucking
Well,
90s
actually,
hero.
Hold on.
If you
I'm gonna send you guys over our Facebook chat what somebody did to that image of Apocalypse and tell me how fucking sick that looks.
All right.
Of course, they had an Apocalypse in Axis. Like, Apocalypse in Axis was pretty fucking sick. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Look how good that looks. For all you out there watching this video,
Yes.
that looks 100 times
That
Bulked
is
better,
him up, made the
fucking-
face look meaner. Like,
and
That's
he looks
awesome.
more original.
That looks awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah,
that
that would
is
be
the
cool.
look that they.
and they
should
did the
fucking-
mouth lines. You gotta do the fucking mouth lines.
Yeah, I don't know how they got. I don't know. They just missed the mark badly.
And you got the tubes and everything. You got to have the tubes. You got to have the mouth lines. Those are like the most defining characteristics of him visually.
I mean, I don't give a shit. The costume doesn't bother me that much itself.
I could get over the costume if they had, like you said, if they had the tubes and the mouth lines and the wider face structure to kind of give him that bulkier muscle look. I could get over the look of the costume for sure. Adapt the costume, I get that. That's fine. But the look of the character itself. It's just mediocre. It's way off right now. It's not even mediocre. It's a piece of shit. It's a fucking 0.25 out of 10.
You can't even use poop jokes.
Awful.
Everybody else is using them.
It's literally like before we started recording, we talked about we were recording when I talked about the Captain America movie, the 1991 Captain America movie, and how far off the look was of the costume to what we come to think about Captain America and even in the comic books. It just didn't look good because of some of the goofy shit that they did. This doesn't look like fucking Apocalypse at all. And in this day and age, with the technology and the resources and the money that you have available to make a good comic book movie, that's fucking inexcusable in my mind. Like, this movie should fail. I'm sorry. I'm a hypocrite. I'll probably watch it, but I really I think that
it's not gonna fail. Mistake. It's not gonna fail, but again, I think it's one more case of showing that like Fox doing this shit, they're not doing it the justice that Marvel Studios does the properties that they've got the license for. Like
the problem is either one of two scenarios is going to happen. Either they're going to realize that fucking Apocalypse is awful and it looks terrible, and that comic book fans, which is, you know, at least 50% of the viewer base that you're going to be looking at for this movie, aren't going to like it, and they're going to have to get rid of it, which means then Apocalypse won't be in any future X-Men movies, or they have to do a total reboot to bring him back as correct. You know what I'm saying? Or a third option, they continue to put a shitty fucking character in future movies. So, I don't know. I don't like it. I think we're all in agreement that we don't like it. That's for sure.
Not a huge fan, but I mean, hopefully the movie can still be decent.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
Yeah.
I hate the character. I hate the way he looks. But I hope that the movie's good because I do enjoy the other X-Men movies. That's for sure. All right. Well, that's about it for this week of Comic Book Nerd Nation. I'm Fox2. We got Topher.
You all should go out and watch the Ant-Man movie because it's really good. And don't be like Fox and never watch good movies and just bitch about upcoming possibly bad ones that he won't ever know whether it's bad or not because he doesn't actually get to watch any of them and go see Ant-Man.
And the whole effing Brian.
Yeah, all that in a bag of dicks.